During the creation of the universe, King Contact, with his power of contact force that acts at the point of contact between two objects, granted five individual beings power to help maintain equilibrium of the sum of the forces in the universe. Thrust force, with his power to accelerate mass in one direction, causing him to be forced in the opposite direction with equal magnitude. Friction, working parallel to the surfaces, he resists the relative motion of surfaces and material elements from sliding against each other. Spring force, with her ability to transform into the shape of a spring, she can exert a force when compressed or stretched upon any object that she is attached to. Tension force. Her power lies within her trusty one-dimensional continuous object which when she attaches to a body or pulled taut, the force can be transmitted between the ends of the object. Normal force. The leader of the Fantastic Forces, he is the force that is exerted by the surface of an object. Using his incredible nullification skills, he is the only one capable of opposing his counterpart gravity. After all, he pulls upwards. Where there is good, there is evil. King Contact's elder brother King Field was angered that the people of Earth barely remembered his warriors, whom he had granted the force in which bodies interact without directly touching each other. So he plotted a marvelous scheme, one in which everyone would remember him, called Field Force. Gravity, created by King Field, also known as weight, got his powers from gravitational attractions between the two objects. He always felt like the weakest force in the fundamental forces and was always subject to bullying from his stronger older brothers. King Field ordered Gravity to spy on the Fantastic Forces, on watching how well the contact forces worked together and were nice to each other. He became jealous and wanted to destroy them, all as King Field had predicted. Gravity ate a bunch of asteroids to increase his mass. Since weight is directly proportional to acceleration and mass, his force increased. Gravity clung to planet Earth and started pulling it downwards, and the net force started to increase in the negative direction. All the Fantastic Forces sensed the disruption and quickly rushed to Earth's aid. Normal Force used his spit-like motion to try and pull planet Earth up. Attention Force aided by using her one-dimensional continuous object to pull Earth. But it wasn't enough, and planet Earth went hurtling downwards towards the sun.
This happened because there was a shift in the distance between the Earth and Moon, and can be explained by the Newton's law of universal gravitation, which states that the farther apart two objects are, the less gravitational force there is. In fact, the force decreases with the square of the distance. But alas, this is what had occurred.
Planet Earth dropped onto Saturn's ring and rolled around uncontrollably. Friction Force used his resisting force to suddenly halt Earth on its tracks. Earth flew off Saturn, still in its course towards the sun. Spring Force rushed under Earth and managed to stop Earth's acceleration, and then was pushed by her force that would restore Earth to its equilibrium force in the universe. Gravity, infuriated, tried to grab hold of the planet again. Seeing this, Thrust Force rushed over and pushed Gravity, causing Gravity to throw up all the asteroids. Thus, his mass decreased. Yay! The Fantastic Force had saved Earth, but the planet was still not in place and needed a force to pull it down, while normal force pulled it up. The forces looked over to Gravity, who lay crying in his sadness and anger. They knew they had one more task and that still needed to be done. They asked Gravity for help. Gravity agreed to help them and pulled Earth downward, thus the net force of the universe was restored. Gravity apologized to all the forces for all the chaos he had created. All the forces forgave him. Gravity finally realized his importance and accepted that just because he was different doesn't mean they couldn't get along. Thus the net force of the universe was restored to zero. Because of the incident, the people of Earth remember Gravity was always helping them as a field force rather than just pulling things down. And they lived happily ever after again. The end. Mwahahahaha. All according to plan.